Hello everyone, this is Tim with Online Big Blue, bringing you the best in New York Giants sports talk and entertainment. Oh, cut down day is of course on Saturday, 4 p.m. That's when the roster will shape itself up and we'll get an idea of what the team's going to look like, and we will do more of a prediction show in reference to the season once we see exactly what the roster looks like. Joe Judge. I know everyone's all excited about Joe Judge rolling around in the mud at the end of training camp. I don't see anything about it. I don't think it's news. He's just trying to more humanize himself to the team. Why? Because Judge is a smart guy. You can't be a hard ass the entire time without giving the guys, like they always say, you got to try to give the guys, you got to give a dog a bone once in a while. And that's what he's doing. He's giving the guys he's just showing them that he is one of them, that he understands, and he can have fun too. That's all he's doing. It's a very psychological move. I got to give him credit on that. It's something that I've seen done in college a bunch of times, but it's a very psychological move. It's a good move on Judge's part. It humanizes him also in the press and with his team. And it kind of makes up for all the crap that he's been doing the last couple weeks. So you know what? I don't think it's news, but I just thought it was funny that people were freaking out about it. Like, oh, look at Joe Judge. He's diving in the mud and practice with his players. Whatever. You know what? That's not gonna help them in week 14. So but you know what? But I'm not bashing Joe Judge. I think he's gonna be fine. I'm just saying it is a very somewhat probably calculated psychological move, and I'm actually giving him credit for that, because that is something that, that is something you want to see. That is something that will endear him in short term to the team. So what's going to endear him even more to the team, and that's going to be winning. All this will be forgotten if Joe Judge goes 8-8, 9-7, even 7-9. All this will be forgotten. But what I wanted to do today is I wanted to go into some bold predictions for the season. We have done this once or twice before, and I kind of want to just do this off the cuff because I was thinking about it when I was cutting the grass tonight, and I was just finished cutting the grass. So that's why my allergies are killing me, and the allergies, the ketos. But you know what? They have these keto-friendly ice cream bars made by Breyers, and it was caramel something. You know what? It was nice to have an ice cream, but it tasted like cardboard. But let's get into some bold predictions for the 2020 season. And I'm going to do both the good and the bad. You take them all, and there you had the facts of life. I'm not even going to number them because I'm just going to do this right off the cuff. We're going to go into some bold predictions first. Saquon Barkley, and we've said this prediction before, and we are going to say it again. Saquon will rush for over 2,000 yards this season and run away with the NFL MVP. Why? Well, the way our offensive line is constructed at the moment, and from what we've seen in the limited snippets during training camp and the scrimmages, we better be a run-first team. I think our strength on the offensive line is going to be run blocking. I think we have a couple road pavers. I think that'll take pressure off of Andrew Thomas and potentially Nick Gates at center, and potentially even Cam Fleming. So you know what? If we drop back and throw the ball 30 times a game, I think we are going to be in serious trouble. And I think we'll be in serious trouble early on because of the fact that, and I've said this before, veteran teams are going to have an advantage the first 6 weeks of the season. Why? They've been there. They know what to do. They've like I said, they've been through the trenches. This is nothing new to them. They have more. They will not be hindered more by the lack of preseason than a young team like the Giants will be. And I have a feeling that if we try to go back and have Daniel Jones throw the ball and go deep a lot, he is going to get wrecked. Because you're going to have, if you literally have Andrew Thomas, Nick Gates, and Cam Fleming on your line to go with Zeidler and Hernandez, you should expect some breakdowns in pass protection. That's just the way it is. And it's not against anyone, but that is literally just the way it is for the New York Giants. So we need to be a run-oriented team first. And the way Wayne Gallman has also looked, you know what? I'm not going to do I formation, but I'm an old school guy. I formation, fullback, you run it down, guys, you got your H-back 7 yards deep and you ramming it down their throats. That's what I would do. And I have a feeling that's Jason Garrett is smart enough to understand what he has with his offense that he is going to be able to do that. Bold prediction number 2, Darnay Holmes. I think he will, from what we're seeing right now, be in the running. He will not win it, but he will be in the running for Defensive Rookie of the Year. And a lot of it's going to be, I think he's going to play well in the beginning. And I think he's going to surprise some people. And then I think he's going to tail off towards the end of the season because I think he's going to break down a little bit because of his size and his stature. And I think that the league will adjust to him as the season wears on like they always do. And like I said, I think he's going to come out like gangbusters the first like maybe 7, 8 weeks. I think he's going to, hit the rookie wall and never fully recover. But I guarantee you he will be in the top 5 for Defensive Rookie of the Year. And I'm going to call that right now. If he was in the top 3, I would not be shocked. I would not be surprised. But he will be in the top 5. Speaking of the secondary, I'm going to speak of the secondary and the defense. I have a feeling that we will be, bold prediction number 3. I said I wasn't going to number him, but evidently I lied. Bold prediction number 3, I have a feeling that we will be a top 15 defense. That means we may be number 15, but I have a feeling we will be a bend, not break defense, and I think we will be in the top 15. Blake Martinez, I know, has been nursing a mystery ailment, but we have no clue what it is, but he was sprinting on the sidelines on Tuesday, so he seems to be fine. He is going to help solidify the linebacking core. Lorenzo Carter, I am not sold like everyone is on Lorenzo Carter being the next OC Umenyiora. I'm not sold on Lorenzo yet. I think Lorenzo will play better than he did his sophomore season, but that's not saying a lot because he did not play well his sophomore season. I think his play is more suited for the new defense that we are going to be running. And I have a feeling that I don't see Leonard Williams getting over 5.5 sacks, but he'll lead the league in the almost sack category. I love it because people go to me, well, there is a category called pressures, quarterback pressures. Yes, but let me explain something to you about quarterback pressures. And this has been bugging me for a little bit. Quarterback pressures do not indicate or do not give the outcome of the play. And what I mean by that is you can have a quarterback pressure and the guy can still throw a 90-yard touchdown. Unless you know the outcome of the pressure, it's a stat that I don't even want to hear about. Yes, he had 32 quarterback pressures. But what about those 32 quarterback pressures? Let's say out of the 32, 20 of them were runs. 20 of them were passes, and they completed 17 of 20 passes. What is the outcome of the pressure? That's what I want to know. That's more important than anything else, and they don't give you that stat. They just get, it was the almost sack. It was the pressure. No, I want a sack because you want to know why I want a sack? Because I know what the end result is of a sack. It's a quarterback on his ass. And that's what I want. That's what I want the sack for. But I think Leonard Williams will have maybe 5.5 sacks. I am still saying 7 to 9 sacks from OC Umenyiora. I am still saying 7 to 9. I wish OC was on the team. I'm still saying 7 to 9 sacks for O'Shane Ximines. I don't think Marcus Golden is going to reach his 10-sack season that he had last year. I can pencil him maybe for a 6 or 7. I think the secondary now with Logan Ryan probably going to be playing at safety or free safety is going to gel. Like I said, I have a feeling that Holmes is going to either take the CB2 spot. And I have a feeling that Julian Love is going to be playing more of a role on this team that even he did last year. And I think that they talk about Ryan Logan's versatility. No one's talking about the versatility of Julian Love. And I think that is going to be a key component for the New York Giants this season. And like I said, I am predicting a top 15 defense. They could be 14, they could be 15, but it will be a top 15 defense. Now, if you always have the good, you gotta have some of the bad. And you know what? I'm not being a hater. I'm not being a basher. I'm just telling you that we do have some issues still on this team. I am not giving you a new record prediction until after I see the roster. But I will say this at this point in time. Andrew Thomas at one point in the season will be benched. He may be benched for a series. I'm going to go out and say he's going to be benched for an entire game. Andrew Thomas, I still think, was the most pro-ready offensive lineman in the draft, and I'm always going to stick with that. I'm not going to get off that until he proves it otherwise. But with the lack of preseason, I think any rookie offensive lineman is going to be at a disadvantage because you are going to see things against other defenders that you have never seen before in camp. You are going to see moves. You're going to see power rushes. You're going to see things that you never dreamed of before. And without that extra repetition of playing in training camp, he is going to get burned. He is going to get beat. He is going to get, someone's going to put a spinning swim move on him and go right past him and sack the crap out of Jones. But you know what? I'm not saying that he's going to get benched for the season. I'm saying he's going to get benched for a game. It may just be a sit-down game. It's, sometimes it's one of those things where they bench you for a half and say, hey, listen, just sit down, watch the game, and then kind of go from there. I'm not saying it as a bad way. I'm not saying that he is going to be I'm not saying he is going to be a bust in any regards. He's not going to be an Eric Flowers. It's just going to be rookie growing pains, and without training camp, this is going to be an issue at one point in time. My last bad bold prediction, is, oh, wait a minute, this is Tim with Online Big Blue bringing you the bus in New York Giants Sports Talk and Entertainment. And as always, if you could just, know it, I'm just joking, guys. I don't know why the music comes in sometimes. I sometimes try to run this by myself, and it's usually easier when I got someone helping me out here because I'm doing a couple things at once. But like I said, my last bold prediction for the 2020 season on the negative side, Daniel Jones will miss 2 games due to injury. And I'm not saying that he is injury prone. I'm not saying that he is going to be a breakdown or a bust in his second season. I just have a feeling that the way this offensive line is situated at this current point in time, there are going to be miscommunications on the line, and Jones is going to get wrecked. Plain and simple. We as Giant fans for 14 plus years, were spoiled with Eli Manning. Eli Manning never missed a game. Eli Manning, he barely ever missed a snap. He missed a couple snaps here or there. Eli Manning tore something in his shoulder back early in his career, and you know what? He came back the next week and played. We were spoiled with that. And that's the problem that we're having right now. We are spoiled with that, and I just have a feeling that with this line, with 3 open spots, potentially 2 of them converted to, 2 of them being covered by rookies and 1 being a first-time center, there will be miscommunications, and Daniel Jones is going to get wrecked on a couple plays. And it's going to be a minor injury. It's not going to be anything. It's not going to be anything, like season-ending. But it will be. He will have an injury this season. He will miss 2 games. And again, this is Tim with Online Big Blue, bringing you the best in New York Giants sports talk and entertainment. If you want, email us at onlineBigBlue@gmail.com or follow us on Twitter at OnlineBigBlue1 on Twitter. We're going to be doing a season show, preview show. Probably going to do it with the Brooklyn Hit Squad. And we're going to do a couple other things, and we'll also do a cut down day special and everything else. But like I said, right now we're just waiting to see what happens, who gets cut, and who moves on. And again, this is Tim with Online Big Blue, bringing you the best in New York Giants sports talk and entertainment. And as always, if you could like, if you could subscribe, if you could ring that bell, I think you know what that means. That'd be awesome.